All right, folks, what is going on? Back with another video. And if you're an Xbox fan, you should be pretty excited. I know it's not the best news, but it is some good news. Game Pass has lowered their price. Well, Xbox has lowered their price, and Game Pass is now a bit cheaper for you to indulge if you want to get back into Game Pass. The essential price went from $29.99 down to $22.99. I don't know about the mid tier. I didn't see that, but I know the PC Game Pass, it went from $16.49 down to $13.99 or something like that. So what it looked like they're trying to do is trying to make a middle ground of where the price hike was. And for the most part, I mean, it's okay. I mean, I can't really be mad if whenever you try to lower a price. But a lot of people, I'm pretty sure they think it should have been back to where it was. But just like everything with a subscription service, the price will continue to go up. So at some point, it was the $22.99. That's, I think it's fair, but we can all possibly agree that it would have probably went up to that in at some point. So I think it was at what, $19.99, and then it jumped up to $23 now. I mean, it went up to $30, then it came back down. So there's like a $4 price hike for the the entire movement of the price. And I think the PC Game Pass was $11, went up to $16, down to $13. So it was like a $2 price hike. I just recently got PC Game Pass maybe like a few days ago because I wanted to play Replaced. And Replaced is a really good, cool game. I think you should try it. But so I did try it out at that time. And I got it for the price at $16, $16.49. Now, I'm pretty sure the next month is going to be $13.99. And I think, like I said, it's a decent compromise compared to coming from 11 to 13. I'm okay with that. I mean, I was okay with the $16 because I think in the end, I think all of these subscription-based prices should be around the $15 to $19 mark. That's just my opinion. So anything between there, I think is good. The 22, okay, whatever. Now, let's talk about Asher Shamara. Now, this is another thing that Asher Shamara has done where she's trying to get favor from the Xbox and the gaming community to where say, look, I'm trying to clean up a lot of things that have happened. And I think it's starting to work. I mean, you look at the whatever we thought about her when she came in, we thought she was going to be like some AI guru for the gaming community or the Xbox community, and we thought it was doom and gloom. Well, she's said that they want to get back to the basics where it comes to exclusivity, first-party titles. The lowering price of Game Pass was supposed to be a thing, and backwards compatibility. They want to expand that as well, and they want to give you some value for having your console. This is an Xbox thing was out of the window. So all those things look like they're coming to fruition, and I'm kind of surprised how fast Xbox lowered their price on Game Pass. I'm pretty sure that was one of the biggest things people were complaining about because, look, money talks, right? When people feel like their money is being threatened, they don't want to have no type of compromises. They're like, look, you need to do something or we out of here. And I think that $30 price tag, it got me up out of there. I left the $30 price tag. I got to the point where I was like, well, look, I could just do PC Game Pass and just don't have my Xbox Series. But looking at the way things are going now, I may feel like getting that Xbox Series again. I'm not going to lie. Even with the PC Game Pass, it's like, look, it looks like we're starting to get some more value for the console. So I may slide in there and get an Xbox Series S. I might just get an S, just to have, for the console side of things. But, I mean, I'm 100% fine with PC Game Pass. I haven't realized how many solid games are actually on PC Game Pass. And for $13.99 now, even when it was $16, I think it's a pretty good deal. All in all, I think that Asher Shamara, I think Xbox is doing a fantastic job of trying to right the wrong. I think they know that they were somewhat in a bind. It's getting kind of hot, right? They was in a bind, and they had to do something. Something had to be done with the Xbox brand. I mean, this is an Xbox thing was not working. This whole situation with the price hike of Game Pass was not favorable to fans. This whole non-exclusivity, putting games on other platforms, that wasn't a thing. So they're trying to curtail a lot of this stuff. The big test, though, is what they're going to do with this next console and when it comes to exclusivity. I think that's going to be the final test. If they start doing exclusivity again, then Xbox is 100% back. As of right now, I'm not sure if we'll see that. I think they're going to still try to throw some games over there to PlayStation, throw some games on PC. But I think at the very least, and I said this for the past few months now, you need at least 3 games that's going to be on your console nowhere else. You gotta have to at least have 3 games that's on your console and nowhere else. And if you want to put those on other platforms, it has to be at a later time. It can't be day and date. It just can't. Because if you really want Xbox brand to be a brand, you gotta have something where nobody can get anywhere else. I mean, that's just how it's gonna act. That's just how it's gonna be. You know, I mean, people could say, oh, Xbox is this, Xbox is that, is great. Xbox putting games everywhere. But clearly you can see that even the company itself is not really feeling that. And I don't blame them. I mean, I don't mind buying games anywhere and everywhere. You know, I just don't mind it. I don't mind having these games on third parties or whatever. It don't matter. But the reality is, if you want to have some establishment and some uniqueness and some brand loyalty, or just having a strong brand in general, you're going to have to put your games in some places where nobody else can get it. Nobody else. I mean, that's just how it's going to be. You're going to have to get some Xbox Series exclusive games, or the next Project Helix exclusives. You're going to have to do something of that nature, because it's people are looking like me. I got a PC. I don't need to put any games, or I don't have to worry about really getting an Xbox, even though I kind of want that series now, because I do want to have, because there's some console games that I do want, you know, that are, I mean, I talked about this extensively. I want to play some more Forza Motorsport 5. I want to complete that game. I want to complete Motorsport 6. I want to complete that. And I still haven't played Halo 5. So those are the 3 games, like I said, 3 games that are exclusive, that is locked to the Xbox console, that I can't play on my PC. I just can't. I mean, I think you could do like some type of cloud thing or whatever. I don't like playing cloud games. That's ridiculous. But yeah, at the end of the day, this is what they have to do. And I think this is another step to getting further to where they want to be when it comes to Xbox being a brand. Can they do it? I mean, the last few things they've done, you know, it actually, you know, make it seem like they're trying to go that route. But at the end of the day, this, you know, they just have to deliver completely. And I think you're starting to get that confidence that they're going to deliver on what they're trying to do. And I think they can do it. You know, it's just going to have to start with, like I said, you know, earlier, you know, they're going to have to get back to get some exclusives. You know, they're going to have to, you know, really look into keeping the Xbox brand strong. GamePass is lowered. Now, and I didn't even talk about the Call of Duty aspect of it, which, I'm not, that's just a whole nother, so I don't want to get into that. You know, they lowered that. You know, they want to get back into backwards compatibility. They do realize that there's some value there. There's something there to it, but they got to make it where the customer has value as well. And I think they're starting to make those things happen. They want to have some, you know, fitting or some a footprint with their Project Helix console. But you gotta have some type of exclusive. That right there is gonna be the next thing. If they start putting some exclusives only on Project Helix or only on Xbox Series, then that's when you know that Xbox is very serious about this. Because everything right now, it just seems like they're just righting the wrong. But that's the final test. June 7th, they're gonna have their showcase. So maybe there's some more bigger news prior to that. I mean, that's a whole month and almost a month and a half away. But maybe some bigger news. But June 7th is gonna let you know everything at that point, in my opinion. Are they going to do everything that we want them to do, or they're going to do things that we didn't think they would do? I think that exclusivity thing is going to be a big deal. It's going to be interesting to see what route they go with that. But hey, Game Pass is cheaper. I got PC Game Pass. If you're thinking about getting Game Pass, it might be a pretty good deal at $22.99. You know, not too bad. You know, $13.99 if you got PC. You know, not too bad. Not bad at all. But you guys let me know what you think. I got to get on this road. And I'll see you guys on the next one. All right, y'all. Peace.